Welcome to Discussing Dad Life, where we break down bullshit so you don't have to. I'm Void. This is No.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Here we go.
We got a whopper of a show today.
Which is that one?
This is the Georgia and Washington sent elections offices in Georgia and Washington.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I came across this one.
Well, hold on. Welcome to Main Event Mondays.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we got to do that one. Coming live to you every Monday.
Is it? Is that what we're doing now?
Well, we're not doing live. But
Okay. Next Monday, though.
No, we got to talk about that. I'm not going.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do you want to start? You want to start with this one then, I'm assuming?
You started off, bro.
Okay.
You got most of the stuff. The only thing I really wanted to talk about was the RNC.
Oh, yeah. You guys are in for a treat for that one.
That was hilarious. That was a
Okay,
good
so
one.
start this fabulous day off.
I knew you were a little lopsided.
Fruitcake? Nah. Come on, what is taking so long? Anyways, before this loads, I guess, or you know what? I'll just pull it up on my phone. It'll
There you
be
go.
faster.
Probably.
Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Where did it go?
Can I have that mouse?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
So election offices in Georgia and Washington have been sent envelopes with fentanyl or other substances. Authorities are still investigating. So apparently, they don't like these people very much.
Hold on. Read that again.
Election offices in Georgia and Washington sent envelopes with fentanyl or other substances. Authorities are still investigating.
So the elections office sent the envelopes that had fentanyl in it. To who? To the public?
I think what it's meaning. Well, hang on. Let's just read it real quick. Before we start jumping to conclusions. And this is as of November 9th. This article was published. Washington Associated Press (AP) authorities on Thursday were trying to determine who sent letters filled with fentanyl or other substances to local election offices. So the election offices were receiving.
Okay, the headline made it sound like they were the ones that sent them out.
An attack that appears to have targeted multiple states in the latest instance of threats faced by election workers around the county. Among the offices that may have been targeted was Fulton County in Georgia, which includes Atlanta and is the largest voting jurisdiction in one of the nation's most important presidential swing states. There is no immediate indication that any other election office in Georgia was a target for the letters, according to an advisory sent by the Georgia Emergency Management and Homeland Security and obtained by the Associated Press. Fulton County officials did not immediately respond to requests for comment, so they don't want to talk about it, apparently. The potential Georgia connection surfaced a day after authorities in Washington state said 4 county election offices had to be evacuated as election workers were processing ballots cast in Tuesday's election, delaying vote counting. Interesting. Election offices in Seattle's King County and one in Skagit. All right. Spokane and Pierce counties received envelopes containing suspicious powders. Local law enforcement officials said the substances in Kings and Spokane County field testing positive for fentanyl. In at least one other case, the substances was baking soda. So somebody played a gag gift, and then the other ones were actual fentanyl.
That's interesting.
I mean...
Oh, hold on. You know what I just realized? We
What's
didn't
up?
get the lights yet.
Oh,
Hey, dude, can you grab the lights real quick?
we are not doing well these last couple days.
Nope.
Let's see. Muse said there was no candidate that was identified. There was no religious affiliated group identified. There was no political issue identified. It was just that vague statement. So, if they know something, they're not telling anybody or saying anything about it. Which more than likely, I feel like they would have more knowledge on the situation.
Yeah, you would think.
And it just goes on to talk about the same thing. It says Washington Secretary of State Steve Hobbs said the incidents in this state were acts of terrorism to threaten our elections. A spokesperson for U.S. Department of Justice said the FBI and U.S. Postal Inspection Services are investigating, but had no further comment. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what? There was something I was gonna say.
Damn it, my phone's jacked up. I'm trying to get logged in and it's not wanting to.
Oh,
It's like all froze now.
okay.
Hey, dude, can you run upstairs and check to make sure everyone's okay? And let whoever just showed up in.
Let's see what else happened this week. Let's see. We've got Mr. Mike Johnson saying that there's not enough. Here, this is according to The Hill. 6 days ago. Okay, Mike Johnson has accused Biden of bribery. Now impeachment is in his hands, is the article title. House Republicans are approaching their Biden impeachment inquiry with renewed vigor following the election of Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican of Louisiana, who has cautioned against rushing an investigation even as his previously accused the president of bribery. As Speaker Johnson has stressed a reserved approach to impeachment, invoking the founders in calling it the heaviest power that we have, while saying he has no predetermined outcome. But as prominent voice of the House Judiciary Committee, he was vocal in criticizing President Biden at one point, saying bribery is what happened here. House Republicans have failed to demonstrate that Biden took a bribe, an allegation that surfaced as a result of a conversation with a Ukrainian oligarch that came to the FBI in a tip the Bureau was unable to verify. The White House has vigorously denied any wrongdoing by Biden and noted that even as Republicans have pored over the business dealings of his brother and son, they have failed to connect the president to their work overseas.
So it is interesting, right? Because there is circumstantial evidence that shows that there is a direct link, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So the thing is, it's all circumstantial. There's not like a smoking gun that actually ties it all together. So I can understand why they're treading softly on this one because you can't jump the gun, right?
Yeah.
So it's just frustrating because the American people can see this and can see that if it was a normal person, we would already be in prison.
Yeah.
But because he's a Biden and because he's the president, it's like kid gloves are on, and it's just frustrating.
Shit, they got him living in a bubble, man.
Yeah.
Or at least they need to. I don't know if you saw his speech yesterday.
No.
But dude, he wasn't even there, dude. He was and it's like you're supposed to be like he was just completely disrespectful some of the stuff to the veterans of our country, which
Oh, yeah. Happy Veterans Day to everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't forget about it. I mean, I am a veteran, but
I was going to say,
I forgot to wish you guys all
Happy Veterans Day. A little late, but
yeah.
thank you for your service.
Okay, let's Biden's kind of useless, so we know that. So
He's
we
still an NPC.
we basically know that he is an NPC.
He is,
We
dude.
know that either Newsom or Michelle Obama is going to be jumping in. It's more than likely going to be Newsom. I would say
he's meeting with the president of China
Xi
this
Jinping.
week or something. Yeah.
No, he's been doing a lot of foreign affairs.
Foreign affairs.
So, and this is a good segue because my favorite up and coming politician, Mr. Vivek Ramaswamy, straight up called for Biden to drop out so they know who the clear Democratic nominee is going to be.
He killed it. The little part that I watched, man, he killed that.
I watched the entire thing.
And I'm not a big
he
Vivek
killed it from the first sentence to the last sentence.
Yeah, I'm not a big Viveka Swamy fan, but I mean, he nailed those people to the fucking wall.
Well, so there was only 5 of them on the stage, right? Pence dropped out because he was useless.
Yeah.
So you had Tim Scott, who I like. Unfortunately, I think after this one, Tim is done.
Probably.
He's going to have to pull out. I don't think he's going to have a choice on it. Yeah.
Doesn't always work.
Yep. Nikki Haley, who is a warmongering pile of poo. I used to like her. I thought she did an amazing job as an ambassador.
I have never really heard too much bad about her.
She's actually not a terrible politician, other than the fact that she is a very big warmonger.
part of the war machine,
She
huh?
is very big on war.
Okay.
So she's very much about continue funding these endless wars. She's all about putting our troops on foreign soil to deal with foreign conflicts once again. So she's just I thought she would have been a good VP pick for Trump at one point.
But not anymore.
And now that I'm looking at her, I'm just like, after hearing what she's putting out there in these debates, I'm just like, you are not the person I want.
You know, and you're pretty intricate when you come to like doing your research on people like this. So I usually take I value your opinion a lot when it comes to shit like that. So that's good to know.
So, DeSanctimonious.
The sanctimonious. Come on, bitch. You're
Sorry, you
next.
said that earlier. It's been stuck in my head
That's
again.
what, dude. That's what Trump said.
I know it's what Trump says. It's such a dumb term, dude.
I know, but it's funny.
It is. Oh my god, whatever.
Go for it.
So, oh god, sorry. We're talking about Haley and we're talking about DeSantis right now.
Yeah.
Vivek roasted both of them.
That's what you can. Yeah.
So when I say he roasted both of them, the moderators actually cut off his mic at one point because he was doing such. His comment basically was something along the lines of like, we got people on here that are wearing 3-inch heels that are whatever, or he said something like they're wearing 3-inch heels, proposing sending our troops or whatever, something like that. And there's two of them on stage, but the moderator cut off the two of them on stage.
Oh,
he was
shit.
talking about DeSantis and he was talking about Haley.
That's funny shit. He said, "We got two bitches up here."
So you need to find that clip, man. It's freaking hilarious. Because like I was watching it and I was seeing the comments and it's like, oh, he's talking about Haley. Oh, he's talking about DeSantis. And in my mind, I was like, fuck, he's talking about both.
Yeah,
and
he
sure
is.
shit he was.
That's awesome. I'll have to try to look for that.
And then Chris Christie was still around, floating around. He's a warmonger too. The only one that was not a warmonger on that stage, who actually had a plan on how to deal with these things, was actually Ramaswamy.
All right.
Everyone else was, let's just keep stealing money from the people and giving it overseas, and then send our troops overseas. And he's sitting here like, no. I understand that these are important things.
Yeah.
But we have important things going on at home that we need to focus on and buckle up on.
And honestly, I think a lot of Americans, a lot of the general public feel that same way.
I think so too.
You know?
Well, we keep having these people who want to do these big things on the on the global stage,
Yeah.
and they don't care about any of the problems that are going on at home. If you don't care about the problems going on at home, you're not going to have a home left anymore, and then all of a sudden you can't do anything on the world stage anyway.
Facts.
So,
Well, what's
these
that?
people have their priorities backwards. Tim Scott, for the most part, he was a little less war doggish than Haley and DeSantis, but he still was like, let's go ahead and give monetary support and stuff. I didn't hear him go as far as saying he wants troops on the ground over there, though.
Well,
So-
the way our country's going right now, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, very well could be.
I mean, it's the way it's looking. You know what I mean? If we were to continue the path that we're doing right now, we're going to end up there.
Definitely.
You know what
definitely.
I mean?
So I would love to hear you guys' comments. If you watched the RNC debate, who was the winner? I'll give you my prediction here in a little bit who the winner was, or who I thought was the winner was. But I want to cover Ronald McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Run it. I want to hear this.
So Vivek came out swinging, and he was swinging at everyone. He was swinging at the moderators. He was swinging at Nikki Haley. Keep my daughter's name out your mouth, or whatever that her response was. I mean, he was coming swinging at everyone. Everyone on that stage was fair game. Everyone doing the moderation was fair game, and even the audience members were fair game. Biden, who wasn't even around, was fair game. I mean,
he's never around, so fucking.
so he was just swinging at everyone. And the best part of it was the RNC chairwoman, Ronna McDaniel, not McDonald. I want to say McDonald's because she's a clown. I don't know
She's a
how she's
fucking
still
joke.
a freaking. I don't know how she re-won election on that to be the chairwoman.
I don't know, but
because she is trash.
Laura
Absolute
Ingraham
trash.
nailed her too.
But Ramaswamy's best moments were actually when he called out the RNC chairwoman. And then
I did see something
There
about
was
that.
footage on the background, and there was some reporting that I saw that she was livid, basically saying he'll never get a cent from us. He doesn't represent the Republican Party, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, no. If the Republicans are voting for him and he's like second, third in the voting, Republicans want him. You are the one they don't want. You just have all these buddies to make yourself the chairwoman.
Yeah. Somebody was saying, I forget who it was, that ever since she took that position, like they've just been going. Yeah, they've been losing.
The red wave that should have happened in 2022.
Your fault.
They like what I have a theory on this. I have no idea.
I
if
got
this
to hear
is correct,
this.
but
I
this
like
is
your
my
theories.
theory. Is Ron McDaniel and the neocon Republicans hate Trump so much that they will sabotage the Republican Party in order to make sure that they're damaging Trump.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, sure as hell they will. One bird, two wings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So she's just garbage. She is Ronald McDonald.
I hope you see this, bitch.
Oh, she won't see this. Ain't nobody. She ain't ever gonna pay attention to that. They don't watch criticisms. They live in an echo chamber to hear their own.
Right.
Their shit don't stink, bro.
Running around a bunch of yes men.
Oh God. Sorry. So going back to my prediction on who, my prediction,
sorry,
but
tangent.
my who won that debate? Donald Trump won that debate. Hands down, Donald Trump won that debate. Second person won that debate. Even though the mainstream media is lying to you guys, it was not Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley was trash. She got burned good by DeSantis, by Tim Scott, and by Vivek Ramaswamy. The people who on that stage, who won it on that stage, was Vivek, by far. Took it away.
That's what I heard, yeah.
DeSantis, I honestly don't see how much longer DeSantis can stay in this race.
I thought he dropped out. But then all of a sudden he's still in there, and I'm like, what the hell?
He's still pulling in second, dude. I don't know how. I don't know how. I think well, it's like Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin's a huge DeSantis supporter, and I think the reason why they're still supporting the DeSantis ticket, is because I think they were bamboozled, and they're so angry on how badly bamboozled they were. Because he is nothing like what we envisioned him to actually run.
Yeah, he's
his
definitely
candidacy, his running strategy right now has proven to be a complete 180 from what his government policy was.
Fair.
So that brings into either was it his government or his governance that made Florida do that, or was it his state legislator, which is the majority Republican, and he's just riding the waves of that, or is he such bad at leading his campaign that he has surrounded himself with such inept individuals?
Well, I could see that.
So, I like I said, I don't see how DeSantis stays in it much longer, and I honestly don't. I don't see a path forward for any candidate other than Ramaswamy. And the reason why I say that is, think about it like this: everyone right now knows Donald Trump's going to get it.
Oh yeah.
But let's say Donald Trump ends up going to prison for all the shit that the Democrats are doing.
Years.
What is the likelihood that people are going to want to vote in a person sitting in prison? I know there's a lot of people that would say, let's do it.
I mean,
but from a reality standpoint, there's a lot of moderate voters, independent voters that are going to look at it and be like, I'm not voting for the guy.
But how anybody can actually trust this judiciary system right now is it's
beyond me.
Like how?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
You've been to court before. I think everybody's been to court at least once in their life. Is that how they run court? No, that is not how you proper procedures. And then, dude.
Yeah.
And then I heard that Trump actually wants his trial. He wants it televised. He goes, I want to show the American people, more or less.
Yeah.
And they will not let him.
Yeah.
Like, they keep shooting him down because they're afraid of the fact that what's going to actually come out, how they're actually acting and behaving.
Yep.
So, you know what? I think they should, honestly.
I think they should. I mean, they're the ones breaking all the norms.
Right? What are you scared of?
Yep. So going back to what I was saying.
Yep. Go ahead. Sorry.
So if, let's say Donald Trump goes to prison, the smart thing would for him to be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to throw my weight behind another contender because that is going to be attractive to the moderates and independents.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, he can't throw his support behind DeSantis. They put each other at odds.
Yes, they did.
Right? Yeah. Whether that was on purpose or that was completely by accident or if that was engineered by the shadow government, I don't freaking know.
It's not there.
But it's not there, regardless. Nikki Haley was Trump's UN ambassador.
Yeah.
She was a great one. But what has she done? She's done nothing but attack Trump. And everyone knows
Fucking
that Trump
backstabbing
is a
bitch.
vanity whore. Right?
Fair.
So the simple fact that she's attacking him means that she's automatically disqualified from him backing.
True.
Tim Scott doesn't have enough support. Chris Christie's going after Trump hard, probably hard as
That's
hard
so
as anyone
fucking
else.
shitty, dude. Like he
Chris
helped all these people, and
Oh,
now they're
God.
just like,
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah. Well, like I said, it's the
Politics,
neocon. I mean, I'm sure they're all sucking on Ronald McDonald's tit, freaking other than Ramaswamy, which is why Ramaswamy is the one that makes the most sense because he's positioned himself well, where he's basically said, "Hey, Donald Trump's done it well, but I can do it better."
Fair.
He's not knocking Trump. He's actually saying the dude laid the groundwork.
yeah.
I want to follow his plan, right? So he's endeared himself to the Trump voters.
Mm-hmm.
He's endeared himself to the moderates. He's endeared himself to a lot of people,
Well, let's see
and
what
he's
happens.
the only one that Trump would actually say, "Take my mantle," because everyone else has burned that bridge.
I wonder what Trump thinks of Mr. Salami.
He likes him.
Does he?
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
heard
yeah,
anything
yeah,
about him
yeah.
making
No.
comments about him or anything like that. But I haven't done a whole
Obviously, they're running, so he's not going to like sit there because then
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
a form of endorsement. But Donald Trump not attacking is Donald Trump's endorsement. Like, hey, this guy's a good guy.
lot.
Right?
Fair enough.
Right?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
all he's got to say, and people start pulling out a checkbook.
So,
Fair.
I mean, it is what it is. But fuck it. There's I mean, so the hard segue into the Israel war
Oh,
going
yeah.
on, right? You were talking about Biden's announcement of the 4-day ceasefire.
No, not 4 day. Okay, so this is what I heard, and then you correct me because I hadn't. I literally heard this morning, right before I headed over here. Something about Israel agreed to a daily 4-hour pause in the war.
For 4 days.
I didn't
Or something like that, right?
It
Yeah.
said 4 hours a day.
Yep.
For every
And it was meant to do like humanitarian aid and refugee
yeah
removal, right?
yeah.
So, but the funny thing is I remember reading that, and this has happened this last week. It happened, I think, on Wednesday or something like that. The Biden administration was the one that announced it.
Yeah, probably.
But within 30 minutes of that, Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, said they never agreed to any of that.
He said, "You're full of shit, Biden."
So, which is interesting though, because Israel's usually will not like counteract if the United States says something and Israel didn't actually do it. They usually would start following suit, just because they're
Alliance.
they're wanting to be aligned with it. But Biden is such a trash NPC character that
They said
they openly defied it, and it was just like it's just another sign of Biden's weak leadership,
Yep.
right? I mean, the U.S. kind of always has done this. If that's what they want someone to do, and it's a pretty good ally, and they're whatever, they'll just say it, and then
Whoever.
even if they didn't actually say that or agree to it, okay, hey, U.S. is telling us that's what they want.
Yeah,
us to do.
exactly. They're telling us without telling us.
So,
But then I also heard, speaking of the war, continuing on a little bit, back to Ukraine side of this shit show. Germany is sending over 2 battalions
Yeah.
to the Russian border. Now I don't know what all that means, or like, you know what I mean. I never got to serve or anything like that, but I mean that just seems like things are still continuously escalating. You know, so.
yeah. Well, and then you also said Zelensky is not getting any more money. The West isn't giving him any money, so he's looking for credit now.
Yeah, dude. Dude.
But it makes no more sense, right? Because Ramaswamy, even in the RNC, actually did this. He called out Zelensky, talking about why are we going to fund Ukraine, who is not this paragon of democracy? They're wanting to suspend voting now because of the war.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I saw something about
so, but this is the thing: is Democrats and the people who are these democracy lovers don't really care about any of that. They just use it as a flash term, like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to get what I want, but they don't care. I mean,
No, they don't.
if you truly care about that stuff, you would work on that kind of stuff. But,
Yeah, you would. I mean, you would make steps towards actually achieving that goal.
yeah. So it is what it is. But
And it just sucks, dude. Because, like, I hope people are actually taking this serious. Like, I've met people that still don't believe any of it. Like, and it's like, how do you not see what's going on in the world? And like, I try to tell people. It took me so long to get my parents to like actually see what was going on, and have them start preparing, because times are going to get rough soon. I feel. You know what I mean? With everything that's going on, jobs, the market isn't. You know what I mean? Everything's going to be affected with this war if it does escalate.
Yeah.
And so, like I say, it took so long to finally convince my mom to start prepping a little, food. I mean, even you have started, getting a little extra stuff here and there. And like I said, I just hope people are actually doing that because
We're heading straight into a.
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
That's what the world's doing, buddy.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any other pressing news? There's not. I've been struggling a little bit the last couple of weeks. I've been so busy. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the current events.
No, you're fine.
So,
there's a vampire virus.
oh, that's right. You were telling me about that. You were saying that it's attacking other viruses, but it's also attacking good viruses for
Yeah.
nutrients in the soils.
Yeah, they announced that the other day. Random little. You take that what you want with that one.
Jeez. Wow.
Oh, man,
So-
the shit you come across, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can end it on a vampire note.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. Till then, peace.